So have you nearly been married before? You're the ones that I was preying. When you're Jamaican, yeah, and you come from this kind of walk of life that I
Why
did.
is it preying like that? Another guy was so nice, but when we were talking about like what do you like, is there anything that I would be surprised that you like? And he said he's got a foot fetish. He said I really like feet.
Go on, what's his name? I didn't really want to. I didn't like Muslim girls.
So what didn't you like?
Not here for time wasters. If you're not ready for marriage in 3 months, keep it moving.
Too much pressure.
Wow.
Control freak.
You sound like no one can get to know you in 3 months, and you know that. That's what it is. Oh, she'll never see my red flags. Assalamu alaikum, guys. What's going on? We are the X's, and welcome back to the channel. So we are here. We are married. Welcome to the X's family. We need like some kind of intro song where we can like just some cringy jingle kind of thing. Today we're going to speak about, what do you say, the ones that nearly made it?
The exes are talking about the exes.
Oh, yeah. We call this the X's. The X's. I mean, I don't confirm.
I know you say you never.
I don't conform to that.
Sofian doesn't like that terminology.
Yeah. Things could have been so much different. Today we're going to speak about the people that we almost could have married.
I hope none of them are watching. They won't be. I don't know.
Who would know?
Once I saw one watching my story though. Go away.
Sorry, if you ever bumped into my road, I'd slap you. It's fine. We're also going to jump into Muslim dating and like what even is Muslim dating these days, bro? Like Muslim dating apps, Musmatch. There's some funky names for some of them.
I don't know what
There's one called
Salam.
No, Salam. That's not a funky name. There's one called, I don't know. It's got like a mud. I don't know. I'll try to remember it. It might come back to us. So we're gonna go into that because that is just peak. And we're also gonna touch on. We did a little bit of celebrity gossip last time, but we didn't. We started with that and went off on our own tangent into cosmetic surgery. Today, what's she called? The Wizard Liz.
Yeah, you introduced me to her. I don't know this person.
The Wizard Liz, trending topics. The Wizard Lizard. The Wizard
Lizard. Whoa, that made me think of a lizard too.
Yeah.
She doesn't look like a lizard.
Do you know who the Wizard Liz is?
Because Wizard Liz makes me think of a lizard.
I didn't before last week. The Wizard Liz has been cheated on. Poor soul. We are going to discuss that, but not her. It's not about her. It's about the social commentary to go alongside it. And what does that say for us as a culture? Yeah?
Let's jump right in.
Right in, love. So who was it? Get this out of the way, yeah. Do you know what I've got a rule. Oh, the things you do for YouTube, eh? I've got a rule that I'm not with the X talk. Yeah, I don't like the X talk, the EX talk, right? Because I don't conform to that anyway. But if Amara, if you brought up anyone's name on our journey to this, yeah, you were so close to being thrown in the bin. You red flag and a flipping half, bro. I was this close. Anyway, go on. What's his name? I don't know. Don't give me no names. I don't want to know no names.
So how do you want to start this conversation?
So have you nearly been married before?
You know what it is when you're a Muslim person. I'm gonna speak as a woman because when you're a Muslim girl looking for your husband, you don't consider people as in, oh, let me see if I like this person and see where it goes. You consider people as in, let me look for marriage. So you're saying if I ever nearly got married or ever considered people for marriage, yes, because that's any guy that I considered or liked, it was for that purpose to get married, obviously.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, you're the ones that I was preying. When you're Jamaican, yeah, and you come from this kind of walk of life
Why
that I
do
did.
you say preying like that? That makes it sound so.
No, my YouTube. I'm not got my head teacher hat on right now. Okay, maybe that'll come later in the video.
Same preying like.
See the ones that I was trying to move to, yeah, on a little slide thing. I wasn't looking long term.
You know those ones that are trying to move to me.
I was looking at the now, yeah. And all I can see now.
Babe.
Oh no! Yeah, go on. So
what do you want to know? Just in case I go too far, because I speak too openly, and then you regret me speaking.
Just don't hurt me,
too
man.
far.
Stop. Think about the children, yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So okay. So why didn't I marry
No,
those people?
so you have nearly been married before.
Yes.
Okay, how old were you?
Okay, well, the first serious time that I nearly got
Just
married,
the age. Yeah, go on. Just
I was like 17, 18.
okay. Young.
Yeah, it was really
And bear in mind, she got married
Traumatic.
when you got married. Were you 24, 25?
25.
24, 25.
We were 25, yeah.
But we were like on the marriage path from 24. You're 24.
So I was in a tumultuous household when I was like in my teenage years. My parents are divorced now. We're all happy now. We're great. But at that time, there was a lot of stuff going on. And that sounds so intense. It's not. People get divorced, you know, things like people arguing, all that stuff. And I just wanted to get out of the house all the time. And I really wanted to like leave. And I thought marriage is the way for me to like leave.
Right.
So
see, this is a big thing with young women. Yeah. Now obviously, look, we'll just see where this conversation goes. I don't want to structure. Yeah. But don't you hear a lot of sorry to cut you off as well. Right. Don't you hear a lot of conversations of girls comparing themselves to their friends who have just got married now or are getting married, and they are doing exactly what you're describing just there. Like, look, listen, I need to get,
you never know somebody's reason.
I need to get out.
Don't compare yourself to other people getting married, and because they've got a completely different life from you, you do not know their true reasons for getting married deep inside, and their true reasons for why they're choosing somebody or settling for somebody before it's
So sorry, go on. 17, 18.
So I wanted to get out of the house, and this person was sorry, gag reflex. So this person was around. It was college time, and that person was there. They liked me. They were nice to me. I really did plan it out in my head though, and I was literally like, okay, we're going to live in his bedroom in his mum's house, and I'm going to be there for a long time, but at least I'll be out of my house. And I thought,
how are you saying to me in the next month you're going to live in the next
no,
man's
I mean,
bedroom?
I was like 17. No, I meant like you get married. I'm saying I obviously know he's got no finance.
I need to check my emotions in this video, bro.
I mean, he's got no money. He's got no money with kids.
That's right, bro.
So we're going to be living.
Papa. I bet you had hairy knees and flipping.
So I was like, we're going to be living in his mum's house, but that's okay. And his mum didn't seem like the warmest, but I was like, that's okay, because at least I'll be out of my house. So it was that running to escape thing. Didn't happen in the end because I ran. Alhamdulillah, praise the Lord. Let's skip past that one anyway. Oof, trauma. Other ones that were close. Okay, one...
Whoa, there were more.
Babe, that was 17, 18. We were 25 when we met.
Okay.
Baby, I want to get married at like 22, 23.
What's good? You set the parameters here, right? So we're talking about more than one.
I don't know if I can take things. I don't want to hear too much.
All right.
Mine aren't bad though.
Who said that I've got too much?
That was a scary. So that was traumatizing. Oh, bleh, trauma.
Yeah.
Anyway, skip that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, so when I was a bit older, there was somebody else somebody was Shia, and I couldn't because they were Shia. But I did like them a lot, but they were Shia, and that was like a non-negotiable for me. So like religion, it was a religious difference basically that I couldn't really get past because Islamically as well, the guy's meant to.
You got a lot of Shia family as well.
Yeah.
Haven't you? Yeah, but for you.
But I can't marry. Yeah, I wouldn't like want somebody that's so religiously like thinking differently.
Something totally different to you. Yeah.
Because my kids would then follow that lead.
Yeah.
Another guy was so nice, but I said when we were talking about like what do you like? Is there anything that I would be surprised that you like? And he said he's got a foot fetish. And he said, I really like feet.
Oh, creepo.
And this was summertime as well. So then instantly I'm thinking, he's just like looking at everybody's feet in their sandals.
Yeah, of course he's looking at people's feet in the sandals. The guy's a pervert.
I was like, no, but that's the other thing though. I don't want to be offensive because it is something that people like, innit?
Do you know what it is?
I don't think it makes you a pervert.
Yeah, it does make you a pervert. It does make you a pervert. If you're going to say to somebody in a conversation that, listen, I really like feet.
You must really like feet to say
You must really like feet. When you're in a sexual, intimate relationship with that person, it's going to involve your feet. There's going to be some weird things happening with feet. My mind goes straight
to... It made me feel a lot of pressure. Like, does that mean like...
But the thing is...
My feet have to be out all the time?
Do you know what it is?
And are you going to be like looking at my mum's feet and my sister's feet?
Well, that's the question,
like,
isn't it? Say that I like, for instance, I like the dimples above the derriere. Yeah, lower back. Not everybody has that out, especially not Muslim. Yeah. Everybody's got
point.
feet.
That's the point.
Everybody's got feet.
What's the line? No, but then maybe it's not like a thing. Like I keep trying to think of it. Okay, what if you like elbows or you like knees or wrists or something? Like that's not crazy. I don't know why feet is just a weird one, but I'm saying like, yeah, I didn't know what the line was, and it was such a shame because I really went back and forth because he was really nice and we got on well, had a lot in common. You know, it's compatible. But I just kept thinking about feet every time I thought about him, and I just couldn't.
Yeah, that's weird.
And my mum was a bit upset about it with that one. She was like, he was going to be a doctor or something. She was like, mum was like stressed about it.
Your mum's got nice feet.
No, she does though. Mum was like, that's not a reason to say no to a man. But you know what?
Your mum's like, do you know what? Face get old, hands get old. But feet, feet can look good any time of the year.
She'd be like, I finally have a son-in-law to rub my feet.
Oh, imagine that.
Oh, yeah, see?
I'm a foot rubber, man.
You are, but you've not got a foot fetish. You're just dutiful to people.
I'm
Imagine though, every time your husband's around, like your family and everybody's out in there.
That's too much.
Like,
that's weird. Do
you know what I mean? Like,
that's
so
weird.
then that was no.
But what I would say.
But if you've got if you've got a foot fetish, because it's a common thing, don't judge you.
No, it's okay.
Just
to like
personally wasn't for me.
No.
But it's.
Listen,
it's okay.
the main one of the main stories I hear about, obviously on dating apps, and I totally understand why, and we'll get to that in a minute, is that men are weird. Yeah. Now I'm not a weird man.
You're not actually.
No, but I'm not a weird man.
He's really not.
No, and let's say that there are certain things that if you want to go internally intimate to like into my deep little fantasizing mind of certain, there'll be certain things that I do like and that, but I'm not going to come off the bat and say, yo, do you know what I really like though? You know, you know where she just got some dal and dipped your toes in it one time, yeah. One time in it, yeah. Just put a bit of dal on the toe, yeah. Then pull out the ring in it. I'm gonna put the ring on the toe in it, and you know, like the bone marrow. Where do you get the lamb? And you go. I just want to suck off the remnants.
Oh my God.
Nah, I've got some things, but I wouldn't express that when I'm getting to know somebody. Yeah. Now I do think that you need to tell people that, look, let's say that I'm a very sexual type of person. Yeah. I do think it's pertinent for my partner to be very on that kind of same page with me, because you get some people that are fridges. Yeah. You get some people that are what's the word that I would say they're a bit more
reserved.
Reserved wasn't the word I was looking for.
Prudish,
yeah. So you get some people like a bit more prudish, and like for me, if like a basically extravagant man or something like that. When I say extravagant, I mean like, do you know what I mean? Out there, we're not gonna match. I'm gonna want certain things. You're not gonna be able to satisfy me in those kind of ways. So you're gonna have to do it to satisfy me, but you're not gonna really be into it. So it's cool, but I'm not gonna come and say, yo, listen though, I'm a foot fetish kind of guy, you know, because
it's just a strong statement to make, isn't it?
But guys are weird. And
well, I think he was just trying to be honest, though. You know, he was just like saying honest.
Yeah, and I think.
But I do think it's crazy that you never know what somebody's into unless you're a guy like that and you're open. You never really know what somebody's into behind closed doors until you're married to them. Like, it's kind of scary, because what if they are into creepy things you don't know till you're married, and then you're married, and then you also want to make them happy and stuff. But if it's just something that makes you uncomfortable, that's so sad.
No, I think if it did turn out that in a relationship he was kind of had a little foot thing, then it's fine. But I think to lead with that,
is strong.
Yeah. And I do know some weird guys.
People must like different things.
No, what it is, a man's
very normal.
A man's not going to say to me the same things that he's going to say to a woman. Yeah, that's why men abuse women and fight women, and that's why women see these guys are creeps, because a guy's not going to express his weird creepy side to me, but he will to women. So I don't know how creepy guys are, but there's a consistent theme about men on dating apps and men on things like that where they're super creepy, innit? Anyway, go on. Is that your dating stories?
No,
I don't want to know every single dating story. But that's not the point of the thing. It's not like tell me every single person.
No, it's not telling you anything. There was sorry. There was just that other one that oh yeah, okay. There was only that other one that, remember that one that you ran into. The one that was an Instagram model. And he said to me,
this guy.
He like really pursued me, this one, right?
This guy.
And then
am I doing it right?
Listen, this is so funny. Oh my God. How do I explain how you bumped into him? I don't even remember the context. I was getting to know Sufyan, and we were with my sister.
That peed me off.
And then this guy, we're walking down a road, me, my sister, and Sufyan. And my sister was with us like for company. And then that guy is there, and my sister goes, Amara, it's him. And I was just like, I'm with Sufyan. She goes, oh look, it's so and so, and he was walking right behind us, like for a while, innit? Sorry, I hit the mic. He was walking behind us for a while, and Sufyan So you acted weird, bro.
That's weird because I was like, why is your sister flipping acting like super surprised about this guy that you're bumping into? And then what are you meant to go up to him and say hi and give him a hug or something like that, bro? I'll elbow him in his face. You get me? It's
I
not
think
that.
I just ghosted him at some
Yeah,
point, which is
you did well,
very
but it's one of those
kind,
things where if I see you bumping into a man on the street and then it turns out that it's actually somebody that was interested in you before, and obviously your sister was very young at that age and doesn't know what was appropriate for me
Yeah,
within
she
my
didn't know.
situation with you. So if you was trying to move like that, that would have been a red flag for me, basically, innit? I would have
Yeah.
been like, I would have been like, see you later.
But he asked me if I'd shown my family his Instagram portfolio. He kept asking me, "Have you shown them? You shown them my pictures yet?" And I just found that really off-putting.
Yeah.
Go on.
Sorry, if you've just seen a cut in the video, Musa is awake, but he's kind of chill. So anyway,
My last one was there was a guy that was really nice, but I wasn't attracted to him. And it reminds me of that thing. I've seen a psychologist online say that thing about like the 3 really important things that when you're looking for somebody as a woman, you need to be really attracted to them. You need to be able to respect them and admire them. And then you need them to dote on you a bit. And I kind of agree with that, you know. I don't agree with everything she says, but I agree with that.
who you talking about, Sadia?
Yeah.
You're taking advice from the Asians.
No, because I'm not. Normally, I don't really agree with these takes, but I was like, yeah, I do. Because with you, I'm really attracted to you. I really respect and admire you, and you give me attention, don't on me.
Of course.
I think
Why
that's
wouldn't I? Why
a
wouldn't
great
I?
sell. Go and tell me about yours, babes.
I'll just tell you about one story, okay? And my story is growing up, because of how I was socialized, I would say, and because I didn't fit into brackets, call it mixed, call it whatever you want to call it, I didn't really, well, I started like my first initial type. Well, do you want to, shall we do this just before you come into my story? What do you think my type was? Because I know what your type was. I can guess.
Probably. I don't know why. I always think
And I know
you'd
why
like a
no one
mixed
ticks
girl.
your box.
I don't know why. I think mixed girl. I don't know why. I always think mixed girl.
I had a mixed girl phase.
I bet you did.
I had a
babes.
mixed girl phase.
I
Yeah,
bet you did.
Yeah, I don't really have a type in.
Did you have an everything phase, babe?
No, I don't really have a type in terms of ethnicity. But whilst
No, you know why mixed? Because you like people that look very interesting. You like quirkiness, and you like
I like
Cool.
I like quirkiness as a character trait, not as a facial feature. I do like quirkiness. I started with like only being attracted or interested in Asian girls, South Asian girls, Pakistani, Bangladeshi, whatever. That was like just whatever was Asian. I got to know.
so bored, and then you did a
No, I got to know the
360
different.
back to me.
No, it's not. Then what? Yeah, I went back to my original form. Then when I went into college, and it's all, I promise you, it's just to do with where I am socially, or what I'm identifying as, what I'm thinking. I had like a black girl phase, yeah, where I was like, okay, I fit into the black category. So then when I was in the black category, obviously I attract the black girls and that. So I was like, okay, do I like black women? Then I went into the mixed phase, because obviously then you start navigating, you realize, okay, I'm mixed like the other people. So it wasn't really specifically that, these are my types. But when I in the journey to find myself, I attracted what I was identifying as at that point. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, funnily enough, I didn't really want to. I didn't like Muslim girls, if that makes sense, because the way I was identifying, that sounds so bad, because obviously my it's not like Muslim. It's like the hijabi thing, that the stereotype or whatever I had understood to be a Muslim, although I was a Muslim, I didn't identify with it. Yeah, so it didn't feel relatable to what I was interested in or the avenues I was walking down. So I didn't really like not really like Muslim girls, but I just thought that if I go for hijabi Muslim and stuff like that, it's not gonna work for me, basically, because I'm this mixed guy, I'm this black guy, I'm this person that's not really accepted so much by Asian cultures and things like that. So anyway, that happened. Then one day I got my head together and I was like, look, I want to marry a Muslim, basically. And I prayed to Allah and said, look, can you put somebody just like me in my path? I'm talking same complexion, same kind of socialization, same kind of thing, same kind of... And somebody came along, right? And I was like, wow, that's crazy that someone's just popped up out of the blue. Oh, I feel your heart angry. But I thought, okay, well, is this Allah sending someone to me? And wallahi, yeah, it was the worst thing that ever happened to me. And what I realized is when I pray for someone to be just like me at this point, it was a reflection of who I was inside, and it was horrible. Yeah, and me not
Didn't
really
mean to smile.
me not really knowing where, and that's why there's a certain ethnicity of people that traumatize me. I'm not gonna go into it. You do the math. You do the math, right? I've literally today I had a show round with a student at work, and this family was that ethnicity. And when I was speaking to the mother, my heart was racing. I was just scared. I was thinking,
That's
yo,
a good kind of heart racing.
No, not in a
Make my
bad way.
man's heart race like that anytime.
I was thinking, why do I just feel so uncomfortable in this interaction? Like I'm traumatized, man. I'm traumatized in this interaction. Yeah, but
so sorry about
I don't want to go into any details about people. I was just going to say that what I prayed for and the it showed me that what I was wasn't good, and I really tried to force it as well. Like I tried to force the matter sometimes in my mind. Like, okay, well I prayed and this is it, so maybe this is it. And
So what didn't you like? No, I mean like, do you
know what it is?
What
No,
was it that was
we
like
can
a
talk-
no for you? Was it like you were sat with
it was
yourself?
it was a very bad. It was a very bad. No, what it was, the things that I wanted in the person.
It's like the trauma for you is like that one for me when I was like 17, 18. I can see it. Very bad, very bad, very bad.
Yeah, no, what it is.
Makes you glitch.
No, because you need to remember that I'm coming from a certain kind of thing, saying, yeah, but give me the Muslim version of me. And the Muslim version of me at that point was just a Muslim, basically. That is just the same as.
Yeah.
And it was no, but just the same as like, okay, you've got not because I was always praying, I was always doing things like this, but I've got very non-Muslim attributes, so not facial attributes, but like characters, and I like to mix in certain circles, and I belong to this and that. Yeah, and I wanted someone that's just be Muslim and raised as a Muslim and same as me and talk like me, and it was like literally someone dropped out of the air that was just like that. I was like flipping perfect, yeah, and it wasn't perfect, but I feel like it was a lesson for me.
Yeah.
But I really, really nearly ended up forcing the matter. Like literally doing like a little low key marriage kind of thing. Like genuinely nearly went down that route. And it would
I
have
can't imagine you married to anybody else but me,
yeah,
babe.
neither can I. It was peak, bro. I'm not. Do you know what it is? I don't want to go into personal stories and expose people, especially while I've set it up, and certain people might know who I'm speaking of, because I remain respectful regardless.
Manchester's is small too. Everybody knows each other, man. It's
No, it's
too
not
much.
even like that. It was just peak, bro. It was peak. Yeah. So I could have ended up married in that situation, and wallahi, yeah, I would have been divorced.
Mad.
I would have been divorced, or I would have been in a situation where I'm trying to make it work and I'm not happy.
Or I could have married you as a baby daddy.
You could have married me as a baby. No, because I wouldn't have been marketable after that. I'd have been traumatized. There's a lot of pressure with the young people.
Yes,
when I
there
say young
is.
people, we're not it's like we're old, but you know, like, as soon as you
Unmarried
go
people.
from 18, when you get to 19, 20,
Yeah, man.
you come out of uni, like 20, like, oh, I might be married in the next 3 years, 4 years. When you're not married at that point, and then the friends around you start getting married, you feel this pressure. Now, I could have been married at 24, 25.
You feel like everybody's ready to.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm ready, they're ready. You don't know who's ready.
In your head, what age were you going to be married?
23.
Was you only 1 year out?
No, I was 2 years out, babe.
No, but you met me
No,
at
no.
20.
I want to get married at 21, first child at 23.
Okay, I wanted to be married at 23. Told you, penthouse living. I got it all, but I got it 7 years later. Yeah, so I got I told you I got the dream of the house looking over the city. Our first apartment was great. I got the dream. I got the most. You don't know how much I adore you in it, and I'm perfect you are for me. But I got everything that I wanted, but I got it 7 years later. But I could have got married very easily, 24, 25 years old. Now the thing is, anybody can get married.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. Anyone can get married.
Right.
And the people around you that are getting married, they're not getting married to the people. They're not getting married. Chill out, you. They're not getting married to the people that are ideal choices for them.
Yeah.
Not all of them. They're just getting married.
Yeah.
They're seeing an option. They're thinking, well, that kind of works for me. And they're getting married.
Yeah.
And the thing about the social pressure of getting a bit older and thinking, oh,
So and so's getting married.
yeah, well, when you were single at 22, how did you feel?
So when I was single at 22, I wanted to get married for a long time, and like I just think I was always open to it basically, and I was very much like, I wonder who it's gonna be. Is it this person? Is it this person? And as a girl as well, you imagine the whole landscape, and anytime you meet someone, you click, you're like, imagine that.
Oh yeah, so because you see out the whole thing, like, is this the person?
But I did think that if I didn't
did you feel
find,
left behind? Did you feel like it's never gonna
no,
happen?
but I felt like I didn't know who who it was.
Yeah.
So when somebody would come to me, I felt a lot of pressure to figure out if that was a person. And all you got to say is yes.
Yeah, it's true. This is true.
So like somebody comes to you and all you got to say is yes, but how do you know? How do you know if that's a person? I do think that if it was me, if I wasn't married by a certain time, I would have done the coffee shop thing.
What's coffee shop?
You know, you're talking about dating apps.
Speed dating.
Yeah.
Well, like everyone one at a table, and do you know one of my dreams was to speed date. Like, bro, do you know me? Do you know me inside? Yeah,
You got a lot of dreams, babe.
no, not dreams. No, I always fancy myself as like a hitch kind of person.
Yeah,
innit?
you do.
If you were single as a man and struggling to get girls, or struggling to like know how to market yourself, do you know when you get like these life coaches and dating coaches, which we'll come to in a minute? I am the guy for that. I'm telling you, I'm so good at it.
I believe you.
I'm so good at at helping men
Yeah.
get the type of, or well, market themselves in the correct type of way and upskill themselves and perfect certain character. I'm really good at that.
But I'm just
I've already
selfish
fancied
as
myself
in-
as a hitch, and I wanted to try I wanted to try the speed date in 60 seconds. Go, oh well, my.
But I'm selfish because I know that as soon as you help a woman, they're gonna fall in love with you, babes.
I'm talking about men.
Yeah, I know, but you're
Oh,
gonna.
I could help women get men. Yeah.
I bet you would, babes,
Yeah.
but they're gonna fall in love with you.
No, I think you know that's why I wouldn't do it. But I think no, I'm not gonna fall in love.
You're gonna be introducing a guy, and they're gonna be into
No,
you. They're
the
gonna be like, I need to talk. They're like, I need to talk to you about that guy. That,
I bet they would. Yeah, the only women I'm interested in helping are the 50 to 60-year-olds. But I still say,
But these days,
I think they're more likely to fall in love. When you find those wounded elder women,
J Lo, bro, she's like 55 or
No,
something.
come on, no. She's like surgery kind of. I'm talking real wounded, 50, 60, never been under the knife, struggling to come here. I'll therapize you. I will help.
So from what I hear, the dating apps are like pretty superficial, as in people are finding it like hard to, because it's very swipe.
Yeah.
And people are just looking at you based on your looks, basically.
Well, I think. Sorry.
And there's always somebody prettier than you. There's always somebody.
I think the Musa's eating a banana over there. the problem with the women experiencing failure on dating apps is because the men that are on dating apps are not on dating apps for the same reason that women are on dating apps.
That's what I think
and they're
too.
not the same. Your motivation is not the
That's
same.
what I think too.
Women
I
are
think
looking
it's
for
too easy.
women are looking for the end goal, and you will find men inside there that are looking for the end goal. But the majority of them are just trying to swipe through women the same way that we do in normal life. We
That's
go
what I
around
think.
and think, oh, she's that, she's
Yeah.
fine, she's this, she's that, and you're just another one of those people that he's taking like that. That's why you find in the
I think girls are
creepos-
going in so serious, and guys are like,
Yes,
probably
no,
like picking the teeth, eating pizza, hand in the boxes,
Yeah.
like,
No.
But I feel like, but that's why I'm saying I would do the coffee shop thing. I wouldn't do the dating app thing. It's too, people aren't serious in there. But a coffee shop is like, you're there for a place and a time. You're there face to face. The person's like guardian is there.
Yeah.
You have to come correct a little bit. You
I
know?
wouldn't get with anyone on a dating app. Me personally, if somebody had, I wouldn't go on a dating app. And if I was trying to find someone and I knew that they were using a dating app, that would be a no for me.
Why?
There's something I don't like about
But the
it.
girls are so innocent on it.
There's something I don't like about it. I understand that, okay, well, I've got nowhere else to run. But I think just I've got like a certain association with the dating app thing. I don't like the transactional, not transactional value. I don't like the fact that, okay, well, I'm just a really meeting an authentic type of way with minimal. I don't want so many guys on you like that. I don't like something about, okay, well, I spoke to 7 guys this week. I'm going through the series of dating. And now it's me. It's my turn now, is it? Something I don't like about that.
I think it's people just trying.
That's
though.
just my personal preference. I would just find it off-putting personally. Me.
I think that's so intense. I think like people are just trying, and they're trying every way they can.
Well, I didn't meet
basically.
you. You
But-
weren't on dating apps. No, but I could tell that you weren't. But if you are, hold that in. hold that in.
I wasn't, but if I got to this point, I'm 31 now.
Yeah, well, you're not.
Then I'm, we know.
Yeah, I know. But neither am I. Neither was
I wouldn't be opposed to it. I just think it's like a really hard way to meet
Cool,
somebody.
but neither was I at the point where I'd failed and needed dating apps either. Yeah, so when I'm talking about I was in a specific place in my life where the people on dating apps would have not been for me.
Yeah.
Like 100% wouldn't have been for me.
Would you do the coffee shop thing like I'm saying?
Yeah, I would do coffee shop.
I think that's okay. You got a little interaction. The person's like
Kind of, I
dressed
guess.
at least.
I just always wanted to meet somebody through a natural, authentic kind of channel.
Well, you did.
Yeah,
babes.
I did.
I came all the way from Stornoway.
You did.
I came from top of the
Yo,
world.
and
babe.
this is the thing, girls, men. Did you ever watch this video and you're single? Sometimes your guy is here, but he's on the other side of the world right now. You can't You can't pace yourself or start feeling down because your friends who are 25, who everyone's meant to get married and start doing things around this time anyway. So, and people will force it. You can't be mad because they did it and you didn't. You can't be watching other people. You can't. When you think about, oh well, my friend got married and I didn't get married and she's 24 and now I'm 25 and whatever those things are, yeah. you are not your friend, right?
Yeah.
And you cannot see what the marriage is like. You cannot see what the relationship's like. You don't know what the intimacy is like. You don't know if that person is going to be divorced in it. You don't know what the thing is. You're just comparing yourself on this one metric that she's married and I'm not married. Yeah. She had attention, I don't have attention. She's so happy, I'm not. And it's not true. You might be happier now than she ever will be. Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah, I think as well, it's not about getting married. It's about staying married. It's about not divorcing.
It's about staying married and happily married.
Yes, like healthy, happy marriage. Yeah, the goal is not marriage. The goal is a healthy, happy marriage.
It is.
Also, if you want that part of their life, you better take all of their life then. Yeah, if you're comparing yourself and you're like, I want to be married like they are, you better take all of their life then.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay, before we go into the last section, we've got a little game, right? What do we call it? Rishta, mister? Rishta, red flag or no rishta?
Rishta or mister?
We've got a red flag or green flag phase, right? Well, we're going to read out some dating bios. I'm not actually sure how authentic these are, right? Well, let's read out some dating bios, and just based off the dating bios, we'll red flag or green flag them.
Okay, is it a girl or a boy or what?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's probably going to be men because it's the girls go like, okay, so let me just put myself into my feminine body. Oh my gosh, my headache today. Stomach cramps.
Why are you biting your lip?
Just looking at this light and it's not even on my face right now. Oh God.
No girl in your life is like that. That's a trick.
I still got boobalashes. Boobalashes. Okay, so the profiles are from men.
Right.
Are these guys red flags or green flags? Okay. Let's get the flags out actually. Yeah, I think if you can just pull up that red flag or green flag. Are you ready?
Yeah, right.
Okay. I'll put these up on the screen for you as well. Okay. Shall I read it in the accent that I can see? 28 Hafiz, NHS dentist, gym 6 times a week, looking for someone who can cook like mum and dress like Kim K. What? Do you know when you say that I can see somebody in my head? Is this what dating bios are like?
28 going to the gym 6 times a week and Hafiz is a green flag. Like, that's great. But then you're saying cook like mum. Cook like mum's good. You should
red flag.
Dress like Kim K. Sounds a little bit pervy to me.
No, but maybe in the house.
Yeah, I know, but then you're idolizing Kim K then. No. You're already comparing me now.
Do you know who I think of? Do you know who I think of when I can't say? Just read my eyes.
Oh my God.
Right, that's what I think of. That's what I think of when I hear this one.
Don't gross me out. That's definitely red flag then. I know who you're thinking of.
Red flag. Okay, next one. Okay.
Ew.
Not here for time wasters. If you're not ready for marriage in 3 months, keep it moving.
Too much pressure.
Wow.
Control freak. That's.
I've lost the colours again, babe.
Oh, sweet boy. That's
red flag.
No.
Some people are like
that's too intense.
I understand what you mean, so it's not here for the jokes. Just give me 3 months of thinking, but you are a red flag.
Yeah, but
bro.
you sound like you'd never laugh and you have no sense of humour.
You sound like no one can get to know you in 3 months, and you know that. That's what it is. Oh, she'll never see my red flags. Let's complete half of our deen and the other half over coffee.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute.
That's cute. I like
Tiny
that.
touch of cringe, but in a nice way. I like a bit of playful banter, and I really like coffee these days.
But I know nothing about the guy, bro. How old are you? What do you look like?
A bio is not to actually get to know the good person. It's to see a little
bit of personality.
Yeah.
So you got to sell yourself on the line.
No, but it's to give you a little glimpse of that vibe. You know, that's a cute vibe. That's light, upbeat.
I like that.
No pressure.
Is that gay?
Do you want it?
Family is everything. Seeking someone who values traditions and Sunday biryanis. Family is everything.
I like the family is everything. But Sunday biryani, I don't know what I'm doing every Sunday. I feel pressure already to be there every Sunday.
Oh, for you specifically.
I don't know what I'm doing every
you're
Sunday.
Not good like that. I think that's
Biryani's
cute.
good. It's cute. I like the family aspect.
Yeah, he sounds fat. Independent, ambitious, and not settling for less. Prove you're worth my time. Wow. Prove you're worth my time, bro. Prove my nutsack. Is that too much? Do you know what? It's Eid tomorrow as well. I was a bit like, I'm gonna have to. I'll put a blank over my mouth for that part. I just got into a girl phase, but I was still had a boy body. You know what I mean?
Girls don't have that.
No, I
babes.
still had a boy body. That's what I said. You okay?
The little one.
All right. Swipe right if you can handle deep conversations about the universe and our place in it. That's a deep conversation.
Too deep, bro. Like, be deep, have deep aspects. Don't tell me that that's all we're going to talk about.
I think that's a green flag because he's trying to say that. Look, I want. He's trying to say I don't just want to talk about nothing. I want to talk about something, and something is better. Am I doing the wrong flags? Is better than nothing.
Okay, red flag for me.
What would your one line be?
Oh my god, it'd have to be something like. It'd have to be something timeless, something light. I can't commit to that right now.
Okay.
It'd be something 60s related a little bit, so that if anybody caught that reference, I'd be so impressed.
Oh,
That's what you were like, babe. You got my references.
I got your references, yeah.
We used to talk about the universe like that, red flag. We used to talk about the universe, we used to talk about like, we used to talk about 60s stuff. You got all my references about everything.
I made for you.
You know, but
Alhamdulillah,
seriously, like,
alhamdulillah.
I'd put something in my bio, the only people that really understood would flock to it.
Yeah.
And then I would be like, you're one of the ones.
He so gets me. He so gets me. I don't know what I'd put.
Or a Lauryn Hill lyric, and it'd be basic, but it's Lauryn Hill.
Okay, we had a last section, but we're not going to go into it. So that is the video for today. Both kids are up. It's mad.
Wizard Liz will have to wait for another time.
Yeah, Wizard Liz will have to wait. So we were going to do a section speaking about Wizard Liz and cheating and culture, but maybe we can hit that in a couple of days, yeah, and we'll just put something else together.
God, that it wasn't meant to be today.
It's meant, it is what it is. Do you want to sign off?
Are we still good after our exes chat, babes?
Oh, we're fine.
Exes don't. You always say exes don't exist in it.
I feel like we didn't have a natural conclusion to the video because the energy was going in this kind of way, but it is what it is.
No, I think it ends where it's meant to end. You know,
it ends where it's meant to end. Yeah.
Eat tomorrow, babes.
Eat tomorrow, yeah, and maybe it doesn't matter actually. Yeah, it's the day of Arafat. It's Eid tomorrow.
Eid tomorrow. Time to go get prepared now. Got two children.
Yeah, we've got two children. Let me know if you like the video. Tell us the worst bio that you've come across in our time.
Eid Mubarak, guys.
Eid Mubarak.
Well, I can't say it yet, but when it is your Eid Mubarak.
Yeah. Did you have any exes? Like halal exes files?
If not, we'll be the exes for you.
Did it leave you with this look on your face?
Said we'll be the exes.
I missed that. Can you just go on, hit me with
I
that
can't
again?
do it.
No, hit me with that again.
No, I can't
Have
do
you
it.
got any exes? Have you had any exes for the exes files?
Is that a red flag in dating bio does finger guns?
Yeah. This or that. What did you do last time? All right, okay. Yeah, assalamu alaikum.
Salam, guys.
My shout salam. Say it let loud.
Oh,
Yeah.
Musa, say salam.
Musa, say salam. You say salam? You say salam? You would have heard him through the whole video. Okay. It is what it is.
Salam.
Alhamdulillah.